How you doing, guys? Professor EDC with another BLADE-OSOPHY Sunday, and today I'd like to talk about being uncomfortable and what that means in different aspects of life. Stepping out of your comfort zone is not an easy thing, of course. We all know that, I think. And the, the older we get, sometimes it becomes more difficult if we haven't done this or practiced this more often than not. What I mean is, stepping out of your comfort zone, of our comfort zone, is something that we also have to practice in order to improve and get better, and it becomes a bit less uncomfortable, a bit less scary, or there's a bit less of nervousness, of stress. Nonetheless, when we confront difficult times or a difficult situation, sometimes we get to that point where we have to choose and we have to decide whether to play it safe, or to risk it. And in many cases, there's a whole much more to win when we risk more. And I'm not a gambler. Definitely, I'm not a gambler. And especially, just by the stroke of luck, I may gamble in a game or something fun with friends when I'm more certain, even as a game, I may place a bet in a game and bet with my best friend. Okay, I'll bet if I win, I'll get a knife, whichever knife I want. If you win, you get whatever you want. And I've done those type of bets, but I've done them being quite secure and sure of what I'm getting into. So it's not like I'm being, I bet blindfoldedly, And even just as a game, that's because I'm not a good, how do you say, I'm not a good gambler in that sense. But in recent events, or in not just recent events, but along my life, I've had to, like many of you, make certain decisions and really step out of my comfort zone and take a risk. And it's that moment, that moment right on the there's a saying in Spanish, on the razor's edge. There we go. That's what I meant. There's a moment on the razor's edge where you're walking right there, and that sensation of being vulnerable and unsecure, unsure, and really unstable. And then it's like being at the end of the trampoline before jumping into the pool and diving into the pool. And you just gotta take the leap, This I did very recently. And it reminded me how life really is sometimes, and the situations we get to confront, how vulnerable we are, though we grow old and maybe stronger in some ways, and more mature and better in others. And yet, whenever I step out of my comfort zone, it's how do you say? It's Disneyland all over again, to put it in some way. Because the motion that I go through, it's exactly that. And I may take forever to make a decision if I get swamped, if I get stuck there, right in the frontier between the comfort zone and the unknown zone. And in the end, what I ended up doing, I took the leap, and I just jumped into the abyss and took the hardest decision. I don't know if it was the best decision. And I really wouldn't like to talk about it right now, but just mentioning these facts and trying to so that you understand and perhaps relate to what I'm saying is I'm still falling down in that abyss from the decision I took. I still don't know if it was the best decision. It was the decision I took. And whether it was the best or not, it is what it is. And if I fall and I break my split my head in two, fall into the ground, well, then that's going to be that. And there's nothing I can do about it. I already took the leap. And so I'm in that moment where I went beyond the frontier and took the leap. And it's sometimes those leaps are short, and you just jump right into the water, and it's immediate. But there are some times when you take the leap, and man, it's like sometimes like you're flying. You feel like not flying, but rather falling in a deep and wide and huge abyss, and you just keep on falling, and you feel that air against your face, against your body, and that sense of insecurity as to what is going to happen. And the only thing that you can do is hope for the best once you're there. And know that if you fall, if you hit yourself with the ground, if you don't fall in pillows or in clouds, or if you don't stop right before you hit the ground, you gotta know that you have to get back up immediately. And that's, in short, what's going on right now in my life. And I think it's very, how do you say, it's very updated. This is something that we are living through day by day with the insecurity in economics, in politics, in public safety, in ecology. You know, we are living these times of uncertainty, and each one of us is taking a leap, whether small or big or huge, and we're doing this every day. And so I'd like to wish you luck. I want to wish you good luck with your jumps, with your leaps, and may those leaps lead you to something better, which is what I'm trying to do and what most of us are trying to do, I believe. So as we walk on the edge of the blade, on the razor's edge, that's the phrase I like. As we walk on the razor's edge, let us wish each other good luck and hope it's all for the best. Hope you have a wonderful week, guys. Professor EDC out.